Today on Deep Dive, we're going to be looking at DC Comics Kamandi number 5. Kamandi versus the Gorilla Gladiator. Who will win? The answer lies inside. Hello everyone, my name is Devin, also known as DH Artist, and welcome back to my Deep Dive series. Today we'll be continuing the adventures of Kamandi, the last boy on Earth. And if you missed my deep dive coverage of his previous issues, I'll link to them in the video description below. Even though this can be viewed on your phone or computer, try casting it onto your TV so you can really see the detail and quality of the book. Now if you're interested in learning more about the King of Comics himself, Jack Kirby, be sure to check out the Jack Kirby Museum here on YouTube. They've got hours of amazing content and information. I'll also leave a link to their website in the video description below. With each book, you can expect their conditions to vary. Today's issue is in nice condition, so there won't be anything to detract from the artwork. If you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more content like it, check out some of my other deep dives. I've covered issues like Fantastic Four, number 56, Justice League of America, number 4, Amazing Spider-Man, number 70, and Avengers, number 6, featuring the first appearance of the supervillain team, the Masters of Evil. For a complete list of my videos, visit the organized playlists on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single video. Kamandi number 5 was published in April of 1973. Editor was Jack Kirby, cover artists were Jack Kirby and Mike Royer. The story, titled The One-Armed Bandit, was written in pencil by Jack Kirby and inked and lettered by Mike Royer. The book consists of 32 pages with a cover price of 20 cents. Our story today picks up where we last left off. Kamandi and Tufton make their escape from the burning hangar, just as it's engulfed in a giant explosion. Making their way outside, the duo is stopped in their tracks, as the battle between Tiger and Gorilla armies rages, blocking their path. With no clear path forward, Tufton turns to scale the wall. He then calls for Kamandi to follow him. Then, just as they make their way across the roof, they're ambushed by some gorilla soldiers. But before the soldiers can take them prisoner, Tufton and Kamandi knock them out with 2 well-timed kicks. They then make their escape by jumping off the building's ledge. But instead of landing on the roof, they drop through to the building below, crashing into the ground. Before our heroes can catch their breath, they realize they're not alone, as an angry voice orders them to their feet. Standing before Tufton and Kamandi is a gorilla guard armed with a whip. Then, threatening to lash them if they don't obey, he motions to the female prisoner in his grasp, saying that it worked on her. Concealing a rifle behind his back, Kamandi demands that the gorilla release his female prisoner. Lifting his whip into the air, the gorilla brings it down on Kamandi, and as it coils itself around him, Kamandi raises his rifle, firing a single shot, knocking the gorilla onto the floor unconscious. As Tufton checks on the guard, Kamandi sees to the girl and other prisoners. Finding that they can't talk, Kamandi remarks that they look domesticated, and that they must have been used as slaves and laborers for the gorillas. Suddenly bursting into the room is a squad of tiger soldiers, grateful to find Prince Tufton safe. Leaving to speak with his father, King Caesar, Tufton asks Kamandi to wait with the other humans. But the last boy on Earth has other plans in mind, as the tigers disappear from view. With the tigers gone, Kamandi rushes around the gorilla's corral, unlocking the paddocks, setting the humans free. Then climbing through an open window, Kamandi makes his way through the battle-worn streets, unaware that the female prisoner is following him. After traveling a short distance, Kamandi pauses for a moment. He's then startled by the girl, and in a few simple words, she tells him her name is Flower. Before she can say anything else, the sound of an approaching vehicle breaks their concentration. Figuring it'll serve as a fast exit, Kamandi waits for the truck to pass, before racing after it and climbing aboard. With the girl still following him, she leaps onto the moving truck, and Kamandi pulls her to safety. As Kamandi tries to warn her that it's not safe, they're discovered by a tiger soldier, who informs them that they're being taken to Caesar to fight in the arena. A short time later, on what once was a landing strip for the Air Force Base, we find a makeshift gladiatorial arena, set up by the Tiger Army. With the gladiator fight ready to begin, Great Caesar calls for Kamandi to fight first, and even though Tufton begs his father to reconsider, Caesar refuses, for it was Kamandi who spoiled their plans and destroyed their secret airplane weapon. Entering the arena, Kamandi and the gorilla gladiator square off, ready to fight. Unable to help Kamandi, Tufton watches helplessly as the two warriors shift quickly around the arena. As the gorilla thrashes his club wildly about, Kamandi ducks and dodges each of his mighty swings. Sensing his moment to strike, Kamandi tries to land a deadly blow, but the gorilla easily blocks it, grabbing hold of his arm. Tossing Kamandi to the ground, the gorilla readies to deliver a fatal blow, but he's suddenly knocked aside by Tufton, who's raced into the arena to save Kamandi. Easily overpowering the tiger, the gorilla pins Tufton to the ground, and Kamandi looks on helplessly as the two beasts struggle. Quickly picking up the discarded club, Kamandi breaks it over the gorilla's head, knocking him out and saving Tufton. Helping the tiger up, Kamandi thanks Tufton for coming to his aid. They're then both brought before Caesar, who's unamused with how the battle ended. Suddenly, with the force of a bursting volcano, the arena erupts in a series of tremendous explosions. For off in the distance, gorilla reinforcements have arrived, and as their giant mortars shell the airfield, the Tiger Army retreats, running for cover. As the Tigers prepare for a final showdown, the powerful guns suddenly stop firing. Then off in the distance, a small gorilla truce team rides into view, and ordering his men to stand down, Caesar welcomes them through. Some of the interesting advertising featured in this issue is a full-page ad for Aurora's AFX slot cars. There's an ad to learn drafting from the North American School of Drafting. There's a half-page ad to order DC sew-on patches featuring Batman, Superman, and Supergirl. And near the back there are some spooky ads featuring a scary life-size monster ghost and a life-size blood-curdling vampire bat. With the area surrounded by guerrilla artillery, they offer Caesar a chance to leave with his army intact. But since the Tiger Honor Code forbids retreat, Tufton warns Kamandi that his father will never accept it. Realizing that the situation calls for a third-party mediator, Kamandi interrupts the two leaders with a plan that could break the deadlock. Remembering the unique machines that he saw in the nearby ruins of Las Vegas, Kamandi unfolds his plan to let a slot machine decide which army controls the base. A short time passes, and after giving each commander a coin, Kamandi tests out the machine, demonstrating how it works. Next, by flipping a coin into the air, the two sides wait to see who will go first. With the coin landing on tails, the guerrilla commander pulls the lever first, and after a short cycle, 3 cherries are displayed, the symbols of a winning hand. Going next, just as Caesar pulls the lever, all Kamandi can do is wait, thinking to himself that if he loses, hopefully Caesar won't toss the machine and the rules out the window. A few moments pass, and as the wheels of fortune come to a halt, the 3 symbols are not a total match. Sensing that destiny may have shown a wiser path, Caesar keeps his promise, announcing that his army will leave the base within 2 days. Then, believing that Kamandi has brought nothing but ill fortune to him, Caesar agrees to grant him any request, just as long as he leaves the base at once. And so, after freeing the girl named Flower and acquiring a vehicle built for desert travel, Kamandi prepares to continue his journey. Then, saying goodbye to Tufton, Kamandi and the tiger part as friends, as he and Flower drive off into the desert. Is there hope for mankind in Kamandi's new world? The adventure continues in the next exciting issue. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive. If there's a particular issue or comic you'd like me to flip, drop it down in the comments section and I'll see if I can add it to my poll box. If you enjoy these types of videos, please show your support by subscribing to my channel. As always, please consider liking and feel free to share this video. And until next time, deep divers, thanks for watching.